MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Minnesota Twins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 St. Louis Cardinals.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Gerald Vaughn is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now at the plate, Ben Revere. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And 0 to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. 2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
The 2-1 home. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Standing in, Liriano. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Thomas, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Revere on second. Liriano at first with no outs. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The 1-2. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. Left center, base hit. Revere is on his way home. And a relay home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Hey, not a bad job of hitting right there, Dero. That wasn't the greatest of 2-strike breaking balls, but you have to give this hitter credit for staying back and getting the barrel of this one.
Yeah, he did him a favor, though, Dan. You know what? With 2 strikes on you, you're battling. You're trying to protect all 4 quadrants. You don't know what weapons are coming at you. And his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball pop out of that pitcher's hand.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. So 2-2 now.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Number 61 goes down for the first out of the game.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
set and the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul. 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Second and third here, 1 man out. And he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
At the plate, Rich DeSalvo. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Bradley moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And there are 2 away now. And he's safe.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's Ben Zobrist now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 2, the Cardinals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Doug Fister will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, he's going to look to be a little bit better in this one. You could say scattering hits. Allowed 9 hits in his last start. His stuff is much better than that, and he certainly isn't going to be able to give up 9 hits in this one if his team expects to win.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Now batting, Nick Savage. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off for
first.
the Cardinals, second baseman, Nick Savage.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground to third. Reined in. And there's one away.
Batting second, left fielder, David Peralta.
Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. Smoke toward third, right to him. And very quickly they're two gone to start the inning.
Batting third baseman, Chad Harris.
So coming to the plate, Chad Harris. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants three. And he is into third with a two-out triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted three.
In now, Mark McGuire, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Now the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out to left field. Liriano is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the two-out triple. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, Lee Griffiths, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Fastball called for strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. 1 out, nobody on. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Way outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Lifted into center field. Bradley on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I can't believe this guy hasn't been smiling all the way down to first base. For an American League pitcher who doesn't get a chance to work on this much, maybe takes BP a couple times a year, for him to be in a World Series game focused on executing pitches and to mix in a big base hit, what a special moment.
Here's Ben Revere as he rips it on the ground to second. Step on the bag for 1. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Striding in once again, Liriano. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Ready with the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Revere is off of first with 2 away. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-1 home. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. So we'll see if he can straighten that out. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. Here it comes on 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hit out towards second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Batting second, right fielder, Lionel Whitting.
Striding in, Lionel Whitting. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Francisco Linder.
In now, Francisco Linder. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Liriano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Twins 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Stepping up now, Thomas.
Leading off for the
He
Twins,
came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire.
61.
Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the box, number 61. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0. Knuckles into the zone for a strike. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
The next twin up, Joe Mauer, will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Two and one to the left-handed hitting Mauer. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Rich DeSalvo would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. McGuire over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Jackie Bradley Jr. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Standing in now, Gerald Vaughn, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. One out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line, and that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Bigging in for his second at bat, Nick Savage. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 delivery, and it's fouled away. Vaughn leads off second with one gone in the inning. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
At the plate, David Peralta. From the stretch. Missed with a breaking ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Buell. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
0-1 the count. Two out with the man at first. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Mark McGuire, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. the ground towards short. He's right there, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Cards forced to settle for one. We'll move ahead to the fourth inning now in game two. The Twins are in front 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rich DeSalvo. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at a ball down. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Whitting is under this one. And he's got it for the first out.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knuckleball that dances right over the outside corner for a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Lee Griffiths. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And now the Twins pitcher, Doug Fister, a base hit in his first trip. On its way is pitch number 75. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1. Now the 1-0 to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Minnesota. They still lead it 2-1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Hit out towards second. And Molina's aboard with base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Lionel Whitting, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 61 is there for it. One away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Linder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Linder. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the one out.
Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Linder, the runner at first with 2 gone. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 2-1. Here's Ben Revere, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Center fielder, number 2, Ben Revere.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, number 30.
Digging in once again, Liriano, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Sliders in for a strike. Hit on the ground to third. Harris takes it in. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Thomas Hawk.
Ready once again, Thomas Hawk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now here's the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. McGuire is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's Jackie Bradley now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Jackie Bradley.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Griffiths giving chase. One down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Gerald Vaughn.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Gerald Vaughn. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. That's wide, 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
2-0 count. The pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
The batter, number 00. Second base.
Settling in now, Nick Savage. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Vaughn stands at first with 1 out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Now batting, third baseman, Chad Harris.
Digging in and looking for more, Chad Harris, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. On the ground up the middle, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, number 61, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-1. Is in there for strike number 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And the payoff pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So here's Joe Mauer as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Up next for the Twins, first baseman, Rich DeSalvo.
Digging in, Rich DeSalvo. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark McGuire. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. Mauer sets up. Here's the 1-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And now from the air, a jump throw. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
0-1 the count to Molina. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
McGuire leads off second with nobody out. The 0-2 once more. Japanese and called strike three.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, Lionel Whitting lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
A pause, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standing in, Francisco Linder. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Scorched to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Ben Zobrist now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Popped him up. Savage backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for the Twins, right fielder, Lee Griffith.
Digging in, Lee Griffiths comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. The only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Number 68 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Twins 2 and the Cardinals 1.
Your attention, please.
Now new pitcher coming on now as they'll hand it off to Casey Fiend here. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And that's the first out.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Johnny Peralta will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 27, Johnny Peralta.
In there for strike one.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
And now a pitch on the way. A ball and a strike. And there's ball two now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1. Two and two. We're in the seventh inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. So a full count now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys. So we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Revere is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 00, second baseman, Nick Savage.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Nick Savage. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Oh, he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Number 64 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 64.
Here's Ben Revere. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Number 2, Ben Revere.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager is planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Ready for another shot now. Liriano. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Fastball that just misses inside. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 61. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Popped him up. McGuire waits on it. 2 down. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in a former batting champion, catcher Joe Mauer. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Liriano at second. Hawk on at first with 2 down. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Three and 0 now. Trio fastballs in for a strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1 pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Twin strand of pair. They still lead it 2-1.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher is summoned from the bullpen, as it'll be the left-hander Boone Logan that gets the call. Leading off the inning, David Peralta, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
David Peralta.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2. Logan offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Here it comes, 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Revere is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Chad Harris.
number 22, gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 22.
Into the box now, Chad Harris. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he misses. 2-1. The 2-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
First baseman number 25, Mark McGuire.
Stepping into the box, Mark McGuire. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Sam Freeman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Up next for Minnesota, Rich DeSalvo. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Rich DeSalvo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Freeman playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit. And this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And they got him. Boy, Molina put that one right where it needed to be.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Misses. Ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Another full count pitch home. And another foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Skied into straightaway right. Whitting waits on it. And that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Twins 2 and the Cardinals 1. Now Ron Gardenhire out on his way to confer with the home plate umpire as it looks as though he'll be motioning for the double switch here. Tyler Clippard comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 19, Tyler Clippard. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot, number 9.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally.
Of the 9th inning for the Cardinals, catcher, Yadier Molina.
First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a cold strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
1
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Lionel Whitting. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Francisco Linder. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Molina leads off first with one away. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Struck him out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Digging in to try it again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins will take a 2-0 lead back home for game 3 as this one is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This one definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Minnesota Twins get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Doug Fister gets the W on the mound. Gerald Vaughn pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.